Just trying to understand what type of man you are. I want to understand what kind of things have you done in your life to get to these points where you think that this is the right way to go with, healthcare being free. I mean, why do I have to pay for other people's healthcare? Why?
Well, I believe you already do.
No.
It's called the emergency room. We already do pay for it.
You're absolutely right. But why do we have to go into more funds for something that's being thrown away like our Social Security? Our Social Security is dead broke.
You think we should get rid of it?
What?
You think we should get rid of Social Security?
I think what we have to do is we have to phase it out.
Phase it. So get rid of it.
Phase it out. Phase it out. You can't get rid of it.
But ultimately, you want Social Security gone.
I want people, yourself, to have responsibility that you are going to grow old. You're going to grow old, and you're going to put money and save it up yourself. It's not. Why did it Social Security?
What would you say to people that say Social Security has been the greatest tool for alleviating poverty among seniors of anything ever?
I'd ask you, what do you think that Social Security was developed for in the very beginning? Do you know that answer?
I believe it was developed to take seniors out of poverty.
It was. But was it ever supposed to be a clutch where people are, surviving on it? I mean, literally surviving on it.
Well, I think that was actually the point, is that they can't survive without
every person in America. Not every person in
So
America.
you think not every senior should get Social Security?
Let's say that you're really a billionaire and you have a mic in your hand, you're just trying to walk around and see what other people... And a billionaire, do you think a billionaire needs Social Security? No. But here's another thing. Do you think that the people...
So you think we should cut Social Security for the rich?
No, right, absolutely. Why should we have Social Security? And then again, why should they continue to pay into a system that they're not using? But here's another thing. It's broke. It's already gone. We're talking about something that's already...
Well, actually,
no. Listen,
it's actually fully funded all the way through 2037. It's more funded than any program in U.S. history.
It's dead broke because it's already IOUs. The box is empty. It's IOUs.
Well, no, I mean, we've already paid in. I mean, it's actually
Do you agree
well-funded.
that it's really gone? They took the money,
All the projections say it can make it till 2037
and then
without any problem, without any changes until 2037.
Well, and then what?
But we can talk some smudge. You were talking about phasing it out entirely.
No, phasing it out so that my son doesn't have to rely on Social Security, that he relies on me. I'm the one. He's 2 years old.
Well, what about for the people that can?
Stand up. Get a job. Do what you can to do with yourself. Why is it always this government is the answer to our problems? It's not. You are a strong man. Do you have a son?
I don't.
You don't. Do you intend to have a son?
Probably.
One day. Is it your job to raise that man?
Absolutely.
Or is it Obama's job to raise the man? That's all I ask you. Take responsibility for yourself, people. It's simple. You're a man, you have a job, you have a mic. You have a man, he's got a camera in his hand. He gets paid, you get paid. You take 10% of that pay, and put it in your child's future. Therefore, when you grow up and he's getting old and you're getting old, he's taken care of. His college is paid for. My son's 2 years old.
Okay.
He's 2 years old. I put enough money to pay for 1 year.
What you're saying is no one should get Social Security because you should just earn it yourself.
No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I said save. Take responsibility.
But no one should get Social Security.
But no,
is what you're saying.
You see, you're trying to get specific here. I want to just phase it out over time, where people say,
so that ultimately no one gets Social Security, is what you're saying.
Eventually, no one needs Social Security.
Eventually, no one gets Social Security.
No one needs it anymore, because instead of putting the money into the government's hand that use it for their BS, you put it in your son's 529 that the government designed for your son to have.
Yes. I'd say
that's all we're saying.
A lot of people feel like they can't do it on their own. Inner city people don't have jobs, and so what the government does is allow them to, it's an assistant to help them pull themselves up by the bootstraps. If you get rid of that, how are they going to be able to pull themselves out? Who's going to help them?
Stand up. Did you think our fathers, when we came across the pond, had Social Security? Do you think that the Pilgrims had anything? Do you think the Indians had anything?
Did they have inner city poverty at the same time? Did they have?
I'm sorry. Did you have rival gangs come in and rape your entire village of everything, and then kill it, and then walk away? No CNN to twist it around and say, oh well, they needed the money or they needed the food. They died because, well, they were not as strong as that group over there. But we don't let that happen. We have laws. We protect people from being killed. If I kill you, guess what? The cameras that are all around are going to see that. I'm going to go to jail. It's laws. We are a country of laws. But why do we have to make our people so damn relevant to where they're not standing up on what they can do themselves? I say, people, you've got a pair of shoes, you've got shorts, and you've got a shirt. That's enough to clean a street. And you get paid at the end of those 2 weeks, you get paid $1,800. And that $1,800, $100 of that goes to your son and daughter. And then stop the cycle. Stop it right there. Therefore, no poverty. Therefore, no welfare. Nothing. Because you're the father. You took care of it.
And you believe there would be no poverty in that case?
Of course not. But is there? How much would you say that if we lived by what I just stated?
But I think most people do live by what you just said.
No, I don't.
Most Americans do.
I totally disagree with you.
I think
totally disagree.
What would you say to people that say, you know, we need the government to occasionally give us a hand up, not a handout?
The fact that you say the words "we need the government" is wrong right there. The government was never put here to support us.
Okay, except we do need the government when an organization like BP spills oil all over our water.
Fill out your paperwork, file it with the government. They'll spend 60 years dealing with it.
The poor will always be among you. That's why you are supposed to allow the religious groups to get together, and they're supposed to be taking care of them. I didn't mean to take your thunder, dude. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. There is an outline of how you do something, and he's right. The government is not the responsibility of the government.